Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Techie Tuesdays. I'm your host S. Ravi Kumar. Techie Tuesdays is a weekly show where I answer to your tech and career related queries. So if you like my answers, then please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends, family and colleagues. Let's get started with today's questions. So today's first question is asked by Shashank Shekhar. He's asking, as a beginner in front-end coding, should one learn how to work on Dreamweaver? How useful is it today? Shashank, to be very frank, I heard the name or I read the name of Dreamweaver after a long time. Last I heard or used it a little bit was in 2011 or 10, I guess, when I was trying to design an website. Probably not even in 2010-11, it was probably in 2004-5 or 6-7. I exactly, frankly speaking, I exactly don't remember the year, but it was way back, I would say, in my early days of my career, I would say. So for those who don't know what Dreamweaver is a proprietary software by Adobe. So it's a Adobe product for creating websites, and it is kind of a drag and drop HTML web designer, something like front page, Microsoft front page, I think. And nowadays both of these are not seen much in the picture because most of the designers prefer to do designing using tools like simple tools like HTML, like Notepad, or some other tools like Visual Studio Code is much more popular than these. Of course, Visual Studio Code is not a drag and drop designer like front page or like Dreamweaver. But the thing is that both of these, it's known that both Dreamweaver as well as front page add lot of CSS and JavaScript code. Some people also say that it make the page or HTML page pretty bloated. So because of those reasons, people has stopped using it pretty much. But I'm not very much sure about it. So my suggestion for you would be that for a beginner front-end coding, Dreamweaver is not the way to go. I think you should first focus on learning about the regular things which is there like HTML, CSS. So maybe you should learn about Bootstrap framework. Maybe you should learn about Material framework design if you are going to learn about CSS. And if you are going to learn about JavaScript, then probably you should learn about JavaScript concepts, how to implement JavaScript animations and all those things. Or you can learn about any front-end framework like Angular, React. So those kind of frameworks you can learn about. So how useful it is today, frankly speaking, it has been a while since I heard the name of Dreamweaver. So I would say that it's not that much pretty useful because of licensing and all those things. It is useful in the companies which have their licenses and they are using it extensively, which I find very rare, to be very frank. So I don't find it much useful, but that is my opinion. So don't go on my opinion, just maybe you can do some more research, and if you find it useful and if you get a job regarding that, then it's fine. But if you ask me, then my suggestion for you would be to stick to the basics or stick to the regular or conventional front-end things like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, rather than a tool like Dreamweaver or front page. Next question is from Manthan Gaikwad. He's asking, how do I become a successful full stack web developer in 6 months? Manthan, it depends on what framework you are choosing to become a full stack developer. If you are planning to become a full stack developer using MeanStack or MERNStack, there are many courses available online for becoming a full stack developer using those technologies. You can follow along those courses, and along with that you can also create some sample applications to showcase. So the simplest way for this would be to enroll to any course in either Pluralsight or Udemy, and then you can follow along that course, preferably complete it in 1 month or 2 months, and develop a couple of sample application or some freelance open source applications. So you can develop those kind of things and showcase and create your web profile or full stack web developer profile, which you can showcase in your resume. So by this, I think you can do it. Apart from that, if you want to become a full stack .NET web developer, then you can follow along with me. I am following 100 days of code challenge, where I do weekly live streaming where I teach or train people to develop a full stack web development web application using ASP.NET Core, a web API, Blazor as a front end, and MariaDB as a database. And I am also teaching there about the full CI/CD processes. So kind of a full stack web developer job, whatever is being done in .NET development, I am training, teaching and guiding people there. So you can follow that live stream also if you want to become a full stack web developer in .NET technologies. Next question is from Prince Kakkar. He's asking, which is the best programming language to be a full stack developer in 2021? Prince, my answer will be pretty opinionated here, but I will try to be as neutral as possible. And in my opinion, only two languages qualified to be the best languages in 2021 to become a full stack developer. The first language will be JavaScript, because JavaScript has both front end and back end frameworks. So for front end, you can use any JavaScript UI framework like Angular, React or Vue.js. And for back end, you can use any server technology or server framework like Node.js or Deno. So using JavaScript, you can of course become a full stack developer. But again, for that, you will need to learn the different programming paradigms of JavaScript in different UI frameworks, be it Angular, be it React, or be it Node.js, be it Deno, or something like that. I don't have much idea about JavaScript too much, but in my opinion, yes, JavaScript is pretty prevalent. But I see more JavaScript is being used in front end, so front end developers become more popular in JavaScript, although some companies are using it as a full stack framework also. The second language, of course, is my favorite, C#. Using C#, you can become a full stack developer by developing web applications using C#, Blazor, ASP.NET Core web API. So you have both back end, front end, database, everything is covered using C#. So in a nutshell, only two languages can be considered as best programming language to be for full stack developer in 2021. And those are C# and JavaScript. But as I said, it's my opinionated answer. Next question is from Anandhu Krishnan. He's asking, how do I get a job as a college dropout? I only love programming. I have completed my college but has back papers that I do not want to learn. Anandhu, frankly speaking, it's very difficult to get a job in any company in India as a college dropout. So as usual, my suggestion for you would be to create your personal brand first, or maybe create a portfolio of yours. You said that you only love programming, so whatever programming language you learned, you can create some sample applications in that programming language, maybe host those sample applications somewhere as a portfolio site, or maybe host them on GitHub itself as a portfolio site, add them on your resume, and then start finding freelancing jobs or freelancing gigs on websites like Upwork or Freelancer. Along with that, also try or take out time to learn the subjects in which you have the back, and try to clear those backs and get your degree. So once you get your degree and you have the freelance experience, or you have the knowledge of working in that particular language, you can again apply for the jobs of that particular technology. But without the degree, it's very tough to get a job, to be very frank. But again, it is not, I won't say that it is impossible, it is tough. So if you get some experience as a freelancer, then it might be helpful for you in getting job as a college dropout, I would say. Next question is from Suman Haldar. He's asking, I want to do a web design and web development course, and after that I want to be a full stack developer and blockchain, but I am a student of arts. Is it possible? Suman, yes, it is possible if you are a superman and you have 48 hours in a day. Frankly speaking, you seems very confused to me. So I would suggest you to pick one thing first, be it web designing or web development or full stack developer or blockchain developer. Pick one thing only. and do the course of that thing and complete that course, get a degree, probably gain some experience, and then think about other thing. It's not like that you can become everything at all together. Yes, you can become all these things if you are making yearly goals. Like by 2024, you will be able to become a web designer, web developer, full stack developer, and blockchain developer, all of that. If you do it yearly, so like in 2021 you can target to become a web designer, do a web designing course of probably 6 months to 8 months, create some design sites as a portfolio. Then next year in 2022, do a web development course or do a full stack web development course in the technology of your choice, create some portfolio sites, and then in 2023 do a course on blockchain. So yes, it is possible, but it is possible only in a planned way. And please don't mind my joke of 48 hours a week. You have to spend some time, of course. Being a student of art doesn't matter much. You, of course, if you have a degree and if you are doing some course and you are getting some certification and you have your experience to showcase in form of sample sites or portfolio sites, then you might be able to get a job. So yes, of course, it is possible, but if you follow a planned approach. So these were my answers to your tech and career related queries in this episode of Techie Tuesdays. If you want your questions to be featured in next episode of Techie Tuesdays, you can DM me your questions with hashtag Techie Tuesdays on any social media platform. All my social media handles are Techie Rathor. I hope you like my answers, and if you like my answers, then please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues. So until my next video, take care. Bye bye.